A couple of headlines pierced my weekend bubble. First one is involving a friend of the program and somebody who I got to meet and enjoyed my time chit-chatting with him whenever I saw him. And, you know, we always went at it with each other because my alma mater dislikes his and his definitely dislikes mine. That's Le'Veon Bell. I'm becoming quite concerned that he is slowly Xing his way out of the National Football League. We sensed it. A lot of people said at the time when he was, whatever he was doing with the Steelers, that he is making a mistake. He's not making money that he will ever earn back. And then he signed that contract with the Jets, and it's still like, hey, there was a bunch of money that he never collected because he never appeared for the Pittsburgh Steelers in the year before he wound up with the Jets. And this is the cautionary tale that some will be telling Aaron Rodgers, whose latest involving him was another headline that pierced my weekend bubble I'll get to in a second. Holding out. You think you might be doing management in a way that they're doing you. You think you're going to screw them over. But certainly at the running back position, as we know, before James Conner had a high ankle sprain that year, they were doing just fine at that position. And sure, the Le'Veon Bell that we saw in Pittsburgh, the Steelers could have absolutely used in a season that did not wind up in the Super Bowl. And the killer bees of Bell and Brown with Big Ben is as good as the league has seen at quarterback, running back, wide receiver this century. But Le'Veon decided he was not going to take whatever money the Steelers were putting on the table, and he'll show them, and he wound up signing with the Jets. And be careful what you wish for. As we all know, that went right down the tubes. Right down the tubes. New coach comes in, general manager who signed him, coach didn't want him. We all heard that. Boy, did that go to crap fast with the Jets. And then he winds up with the Jets releasing him. Andy Reid takes him. And 9 games Le'Veon Bell played for the Kansas City Chiefs last year, but he did not appear in the AFC Championship game or the Super Bowl. And when an Instagram post was put up this weekend involving Bell and the Chiefs or what have you, he posted, I'd never play for Andy Reid again. I'd retire first.
Oh, man.
Now then, not every coach gets along with player, and not every player gets along with a coach. Every single player that's ever played for Andy Reid, I've never heard anything like that before. Anything like that before. Andy Reid plays the hot hand at running back, and that's the end of that. With the exception, I guess, of Brian Westbrook. But the good thing for Westbrook and Andy Reid and the Eagles, Westbrook was always the hot hand. Always. You go to a team that's got a kid in Clyde Edwards-Helaire who they draft with their first-round selection coming off of a Super Bowl. Well, you know, you have to understand it going in. They're going to give this kid the reps, and he goes down, and Le'Veon was actually playing. Scored 2 touchdowns. And then he tweets out an apology, it seems like. Although he doesn't say apology, he tweets out, I said what I said, and I don't regret at all what I said. For those who have a personal problem because of what I said, that's fine. You have your right. Just understand, I also have my right for how I feel about my personal problem with dude because of what he said to me. We don't know what he said to him. Well, could have been like, I'll play or whatever, or, you know, come here and you'll get reps or whatever. You'll get time, and then he doesn't. I'm genuinely concerned that Le'Veon Bell, he was one of the best we've seen at the position. Running, catching, matchup nightmare, and then running behind a line. I don't know, who else has had that sort of running style where you kind of body surf your way through a hole? Like, he was amazing. And then holds out on the Steelers, goes to the Jets, now the Chiefs, and he's unsigned. I'm genuinely concerned for Le'Veon Bell not getting another gig. How old is he? Is he even 30 years old yet? I know he was getting up there towards the end of his Pittsburgh Steeler by up there in the mid to late 20s, but
29.
29. This is it. Once you hit 30 in the NFL, it's tough to get an opportunity unless your name's Frank Gore or Adrian Peterson. Going to the Hall of Fame like Le'Veon Bell seemed destined for. He's going to need a ticket to get in the Hall of Fame now. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.